Krishna Krishna Ram
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Chaitanya Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi.
Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna everyone. So today is Friday. It is 12th of January 2024. Pausha Masa or Narayana Masa. Krishna Paksham. Sorry. It is Sukla Paksham. It is the first day of the Paksha. And Pratipat or and also Vidiyatati. So both the Tithis falling on the same day. There is one Vaishnava event today. So today is the parents' day of Lochanadasa Thakura. So we shall read a few lines about Lochandas Thakur. Shri Lochandas Thakur, he appeared in this world in the 1520 AD. So 34 years after the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lochanadasa wrote a biography on Lord Chaitanya entitled Chaitanya Mangala, and he wrote many devotional songs. Sri Lochanadas Thakur took birth in a family of Rarhiya physicians who resided in the village of Kogram within the Mahakumar or Katna district of Bridhaman. His guru was Sri Narahari Sarkara Thakura. So I am the servant of Thakura Sri Narahari, who is the master of my life, the desire of all my desires. I place at his lotus feet, which is that this wild creature myself might describe something about the wonderful qualities of Sri Gaur Sundara. In this expectation, he is my only refuge. It is from Chaitanya Mangala, Sattva Kanda. From various purports of Chaitanya Charitamrita, so just a few excerpts. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakura's Shri Chaitanya Bhagavata was originally entitled Shri Chaitanya Mangala, but when Srila Lochanadas Thakura later wrote another book named Shri Chaitanya Mangala, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakura changed the name of his own book, which is now therefore known as Shri Chaitanya Bhagavata. As far as Vasudeva Ghosha is concerned, he composed many nice songs about Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and these are all authorized Vaishnava songs, like the songs of Narottama Das Thakura, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, Lochanadas Thakura, Govindadasa Thakura, and other great Vaishnavas. Shri Lochanadas Thakura has also sung Paramakaruna Pakundui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra. The two brothers Nitai and Gaura are so kind that no one can compare to them. So there are further information from the Srimad Bhagavatam introduction. I have shared this one in the WhatsApp group, so I'm just reading uh, among the devotees. And also Paramakaruna Dvijana. So this is the song written by Sri Lochandas Thakura, sung in Bengali language. So I shall read only the translations. So the two lords, Nitai Gaurachandra, are very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that they introduced a process of chanting and dancing that is simply joyful. And my dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. If one wants to be Krishna conscious, by this process, one has to give up his entanglement in sense gratification. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hari Hari without any motive. My dear brother, just try and examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda. Their merciful qualities are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. But Lochanadasa regrets that I am entrapped by sense gratification. Since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, then Yamaraja The superintendent of death is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this moment. Shri Lochindas Thakur ki jai. So it is very beautiful song. It needs to be sung in the Bengali language. And Prabhupada has given some introduction and the description of this song as well. And His Grace Ranchar Prabhu, he has sung this song very nicely. Okay, these are shared in the group. Okay, that is from Yuvan's perspective. So we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj, he is standing in front of all the great sages, Brahmanas, and everyone, Devashis, Rajashis, and Brahmashis, and Arunadayas, so many great saintly people at that time when they're sitting, and Parikshit Maharaj keeping hands folded, humbly standing in front of them, and then he is saying to all these sages, so somewhere or other I got this Brahmana's curse come upon me, and now I have decided to relieve from all this material world and completely surrendering myself to Supreme Personality of Godhead, and also I am a surrendered soul at your lotus feet, and let also be the Mother Ganges also be my shelter, and please, I want to hear Krishna Katha all the time. It doesn't matter if the um, Takshaka snake is going to bite me, or if it is going, some other magic is going to come upon me. It doesn't matter. I wanted to hear Krishna Katha. So he is firmly determined to hear Krishna Katha. Tam mopayatam pradyantu vipraha Ganga cha devi dhutachittamishe Dvijopasishtaha kuhakaha takshako va Dasatvalam gayata Vishnu gadaha. So he wanted to hear Krishna Katha. It doesn't matter whatever happens. So further, Parikshit Maharaj, he is praying in front of all these saintly people, saying that if I get another birth again, oh great Brahmanas and sages, in case if I get once again the birth in the material world, then all my attraction towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, keeping myself completely 100% at the lotus feet of Krishna, and having all the devotees association who are all taking the similar kind of approach, to who have surrendered themselves at lotus feet of Krishna. So such kind of devotees be my association all the time, and my nature towards all the living entities to be very friendly. Suhrid sarva bhutanam. Likewise, so in such a way, show mercy on me as well. So likewise, he is once again praying to all these great sages and Brahmanas and everyone. So like it is a very great prayer, and dear devotees, kindly remember this verse. Whenever you get a chance, kindly recite this verse. We are in the first canto, chapter 19, verse number 16. पुनश्च भूयाद् भगवत्यनन्ते धृतिः प्रसङ्गश तदाश्रयेषु महस्तु याम् उपयामि सृष्टिं मैत्र्यस्तु सर्वत्र नमोद्विजेभ्यः पुनश्च भूयाद् भगवत्यनन्ते पुनः. So in case पुनश्च भूयात्, so that is in case if I appear in this material world again, पुनश्च भूयात्, then what needs to be done? Bhagavacyanante, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has unlimited potency, Bhagavacyanante ratihi, and attracting towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead completely, and prasangasha tadashrayeshu, prasangasha, and the devotees always glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his pastimes, and his divine activities. And such a kind of prasangas, tadashriyeshu, which are all taking the shelter of Krishna Katha, and also make that my attraction towards that Krishna Kathas. So, and devotees, tadashrayesh, who have taken the shelter of lotus feet of Krishna and Krishna Katha. So, punasya bhuyat bhagavacyanante rati prasangasha tadashrayeshu. So, this is ashrayeshu, and those devotees, they are always speaking Krishna Katha only, prasangasha tadashrayeshu. And I want that devotees association. Rati prasangasha tadashrayeshu. Mahastu yam yam upyami srishtim. So in this material creation, mahastu yam yam upyami srishtim, wherever I may take my birth, upayami, I may take birth, upyami srishtim, then what happens? Maitrastu sarvatra namo dvijebhyaha. Maitri astu sarvatra. Friendly relation with everyone. Sarvatra, everywhere and everyone. And namo dvijebhyaha. Again, I am offering my obeisances to all of you, O sages. My obeisances unto you. So, punah bhuyad. So, here he is saying bhuyad in the beginning and namo dvijebhyaha at the end. So, I am offering my obeisances again and again. So, he is saying the content in the middle. So, bhagavacyanante rati sangasha tadashriyeshu mahastu yam yam upayami srishtim maitrisu sarvatra namo dvijebhyaha. So a very beautiful prayer. So the translation for this verse is, again offering obeisances unto all of you Brahmanas, I pray that if I should again take my birth in the material world, I will have complete attachment to the unlimited Lord Krishna, association with his devotees, and friendly relations with all living beings. So this is पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते रति प्रसङ्गश तदाश्रयेषु महस्तु यां याम् उपयामि सृष्टिं मैत्रस्तु सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That a devotee of the Lord is the only perfect living being is explained herein by Maharaja Parikshit. A devotee of the Lord is no one's enemy. Although there may be many enemies of a devotee of the Lord does not like to associate with non-devotees, although he has no enmity with them. He desires association with the devotees of the Lord. This is perfectly natural because birds of the same feather mix together. And the most important function of a devotee is to have complete attachment for Lord Shri Krishna, the Father of all living beings. As a good son of the Father behaves in a friendly way with all his other brothers, so also the devotee of the Lord, being a good son of the Supreme Father, Lord Krishna, sees all other living beings in relation with the Supreme Father. He tries to bring back the upstart sons of the Father to a saner stage and to get them to accept the Supreme Fatherhood of God. Maharaja Parikshit was certainly going back to Godhead. But even if he were not to go back, he prayed for a pattern of life which is the most perfect way in the material world. A pure devotee does not desire the company of a personality as great as Brahma, but he prefers the association of a petty living being, provided he is a devotee of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It is a very beautiful purport again. So in this purport, Prabhupada is mentioning about the Parikshit. So he is the perfect devotee of the Lord, and devotee of the Lord is the only perfect living being. So this is also Lord confirmed so many places. And he is Priyaha. Krishna has used Priyaha in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So likewise, Parikshit, he is the Sarvaihi gunaihi tatra samasate suraha. He has got all the qualities of the demigods, Maharaj Parikshit. So he has not got any enemy, but other people may think that devotee can be enemy to them. But for a devotee, there are no enemies. Suhrud sarvabhutanam. दिदिक्षवः कारुणिकः सुहृदः सर्वभूतानाम् अजातशत्रवः शान्ताः साधवः साधुभूषणाः. These are the qualities of a devotee, and there are further qualities of devotees have been mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita as well. Okay, so and here he desires association with the devotees of the Lord. This is the perfectly natural because the birds of the same feather. So we all wanted to hear only Krishna Katha, nothing else. Even though we don't want to hear the personal affairs or family relations, they will exist even in cats and dogs and everywhere else. And this pains nayam deho deha vajam duloke kastan kaman arhate vidbhujam ye tapo divyam putrakayena sattvam tasma suddhet brahma sokyam tvanantam. Engage yourself in the tapasya, hearing Krishna Katha, engage yourself in the devotional service, and then only think of Krishna all the time. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmarijya. That is the human life, and that is who the devotees who are taking only that devotional service as the whole soul and life. That is the birds of the same feather mixed together. Such kind of people will come together. So here, the most important function of a devotee is to have complete attachment for Lord Sri Krishna, the father of all living beings. पिताहमस्य जगतो माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रं ओंकार रुक्साम यजुरेव च. I am the father, I am the mother, and everything else. So that Krishna says. So here, a good son brings all other brothers to bring under the fatherhood of the God, get them up to accept the supreme fatherhood of the God. If they are under the supreme father, they will all be happy. That is the only desire of a devotee, as a good son of a father. And Parikshit Maharaj in the other way, so he is definitely going back to Godhead, but in case if he appears again in this material world, so generally they do not going back to Godhead also. So they wanted to say Salokya Sarupya Samipya Sarupya Ekatma Apyuta Demanam na gruhnanti vina matsevanam janaha. Even though Lord wanted to give all these five kinds of liberation, they do not take. Na gruhnanti vina. Why? Matsevanam janaha. They wanted to render devotional service unto me. So likewise, they completely attract madhuna suti matrena mai sarvagahasai manogati ravichina yatha gangam basu ambudau. They're completely attracted only towards me, just like all the rivers are attracting towards the oceans. Yata Ganga Ambaso Ambudau. Likewise, they are attracting towards me. They do not want even liberation. Na gruhnanti vina matsevanam janaha. But here Parikshit is desiring such kind of company of the uh, association of any petty living being, if he is provided he is a devotee of the Lord. Brahma is a pure devotee of the Lord, but here just for a comparison in this material world, even he is a great person, if he is not a devotee, he doesn't prefer to take association of such a great personality. So here that is qualities of a devotee, very beautiful purport. And that is Parikshit is requesting all his brahmanas to bless in such a way. पुनश्च भूयाद् भगवत्यनन्ते रतिः प्रसङ्गश तदाश्रयेषु महस्तु यामुपयामि सृष्टिं मैत्रेस्तु सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः. I request all the dear devotees, kindly remember this prayer, and whenever you get a chance, just recite this verse. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam, and we shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I ask a little question?
Yes,
I was surprised to learn that a pure devotee overrides Brahma, who is very close to Krishna. So that was a new information for me.
Yeah, a pure devotee does not desire the company of a personality as a great Brahma. So Brahma is already a devotee, so it's just a comparison in this material world as a great personality.
Yeah.
It's just only context.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Okay, so today related to Sri Rama. It is a small letter, December 4th, 1969, London. Can I request any dear devotees to read this small letter to anyone? Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. My dear Sri Rama, please accept my blessings. I was very much shocked to learn that you have again met with some motor accident on the way, and perhaps this is the second time you have broken your leg. So I do not know why such things are happening. Anyway, whatever calamities happen, we should take it as a Krishna's blessings, as a token punishment for our past misdeeds. That is the observation of a devotee. Whenever he is put into a dangerous position, he takes it as a blessing of Krishna, and the opportunity is used for remembering him very strongly. So you are now in the hospital and you have good opportunity for chanting. Do it nicely. I understand you are eating prasadam from the temple. That is all right. By Krishna's grace, everything will be all right. Don't be worried. Chant Hare Krishna, and when you come out from the hospital, let me know. I hope this will meet you by Krishna's grace in improved condition. Your ever-well-wisher, Asubhaktivedanta Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
Here, like Prabhupada said, whatever the conditions, whatever you get, sadness or happiness, is like Krishna's mercy. And like Sridhama got accident and then he got broken the leg, so he's in the hospital. So Prabhupada said it's Krishna's love, the wish maybe you did in past, maybe some mistake, but you can chant nicely in the hospital and do it nicely. You get good opportunity to chant and then chant nicely. So here, like whatever the conditions comes in, so don't forget the Krishna, and then you can go chant his name. Yeah, that's it. That is perfect. That's my takeaway. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. A beautiful letter. It's a small letter, but strong points. Any other comments, dear devotees?
Again, Hare Krishna, about Prabhupada's stating that he was shocked to learn that he had a second accident and he wasn't sure why that was. But he also explained why it was, and he knows why it is, because but I think it's a layman's way of expression, isn't it? That when somebody's communicating, they say, "Oh, I'm shocked to learn again. I'm not sure why is that is," but then he explained that it could be Krishna's blessings through calamities. He's actually he's giving the opportunity in a way. We see it as punishment, but he's working out his karmic, history, I suppose. He brings it with him from the previous life. So he's saying whenever there is a position like that, you see it as Krishna's blessing, and then you work it through and endure it, and then you would actually, through performing devotional service, and he's got enough time to chant in the hospital, so that would be a good idea. And that the thing about taking prasadam, he's pleased that he's receiving prasadam while he's in hospital. That's really nice letter. Thank you for good message, for put it that way.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So it is a very nice, good comments. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other comments, dear devotees? So, and in this one, it is a natural that everyone, by if you are in very strong condition that we can't work in the material world, either duty or something else, then it is the best thing is to chant. If we have not practiced that one, it is difficult to utilize that period to chant Krishna's names. That is one thing. And one more thing, eating prasadam from the temple. Our scripture says, whoever is every day eating prasadam morning, afternoon, evening, and what which is offered to the Lord, and he's the most fortunate person. It is also said by Sutapa Brahmana to the Suyajna in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. He's the most fortunate person because he's completely purifying himself, automate his consciousness, engaging himself in the devotional service like that. So that is one point I just wanted to mention. Okay. And everything else, all these activities, accidents, it is due to the consciousness, the previous when we are trying to do our consciousness is only the pure devotional service. When we try to do it something else, but later on it would show in a different way. Okay, so that is a very beautiful letter. Thank you so much. And that's from Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so tomorrow we have got Bhagavad Gita session at 7 p.m. That is the upcoming event. Tomorrow morning we continue with Chatushloki Bhagavata. We are about to complete the first shloka of Chatushloki Bhagavata. And also from the Bhagavatam perspective, so in a few days time or 3 weeks time, we are going to complete the first canto. Maybe after that we would reflect all the first canto, just one overview of it, what has been in the first canto. And that's all from me. And also dear devotees, kindly chant in the morning when you are attending japa session, unmute and chant wherever it is possible, as much as possible, to keep yourself overlapping time more with other devotees and chant loudly. And that is my kind request. And come early, as much early as possible, and take that opportunity. Brahma Murta. We do not waste time. It is difficult to wake up also sometimes or cope up with this material world. Somewhere or other, we need to make an endeavor to utilize. Once a moment is gone, it is gone. We cannot take it back into the front. In the future, there is Maya is always waiting for us to engage in the material activities. So early morning is the best time. It is a mode of goodness, the pure goodness. Utilize that time. In the daytime, chanting in the time which is mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So that may not be giving that much fruitive results as we chant in early in the morning. So kindly take that opportunity. It is just kind request. Of course, family circumstances to be considered. But once a moment is gone. We cannot take it back. So utilize that one. That is the only humble request. That's all from me from the announcement side. And dear devotees, if you have got anything to share on Krishna consciousness or any events are going on or any suggestions or anything else, kindly share. Hare Krishna. So if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with the further japa. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां
Pavane
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnava
अनन्तकोटिभ्यो
Vaishnava Ki Jai,
की
Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Have a Krishna conscious day.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.